Crypto markets are in turbulence right now. Most major cryptocurrencies are bleeding. The market capitalization of the 11,392 coins dropped nearly 15% to $2.34 trillion. The value had briefly crossed $3 trillion last month when Bitcoin hit a record of $69,000. The drop wiped billions from the crypto market and came less than a week after Bitcoin reached a record high of over $69,000. The price bellwether, Bitcoin, had recovered a bit by early Saturday afternoon to above $49,000, from a low of around $42,000. BTC was testing $57,000 just Friday. Tumbling nearly 30% peak to through on a 24-hour basis. The decline was even more severe for some offshore platforms, such as Huobi, where Bitcoin briefly touched a 24-hour nadir at $28,000 on Saturday. Other digital coins like Ethereum have also plunged over the past 24 hours as well. The drop also meant the total value of the crypto universe shed nearly $400 billion to around $2 trillion, before recovering at around $2.2 trillion. The total market value touched $3 trillion last month for a very short time. Famous investor Louis Navalier says Bitcoin is in a bubble, and Federal Reserve tapering could burst it. Louis Navalier has made a reputation as a top growth investor, as his strongest picks have been beating the market for 2 decades. Bitcoin first traded at $10,000 in February 2017, and after several reveals. It crossed the $10,000 mark again shortly before the pandemic-driven market crash. That crash knocked the currency around $4,000. It's climbed more than 1,000% since then, even though traders endured another 50% plunge between May and July 2021. It's always hard to point out an exact cause. There seem to be several factors at work. China has also ramped up its clampdown on Bitcoin mining, which helped cause the last crash. The Omicron variant has also led to risk aversion over concerns about what it might mean for global economic reopening in the coming months. Global stocks are down more than 4% from a record in November. The dollar has also been strengthening against other fiat currencies and crypto this week, in part because interest rates are rising to drive down inflation. Twitter's CFO Segal also made negative comments about cryptocurrency, which may have helped sway the market. He said investing cash into crypto assets doesn't make sense right now. Navalier says the Fed's tapering should create a correction in risk assets, of which Bitcoin is a part. He also warned that Bitcoin's price could drop below $10,000. Much of the fear and uncertainty surrounding the impact of the coronavirus on traditional markets has caused a sell-off in riskier assets like Bitcoin as traders cover margin calls. Also, it's the holiday season. Many investors seeing the year winding down are looking to lock in gains and take money off the table. After all, even the recent decline, BTC is still up 60% year to date. Bitcoin's value has been softening for weeks, but declines for other risky assets have been accelerating, with the Federal Reserve indicating it might increase the pace at which it is withdrawing the market support provided in the past 18 months during the coronavirus pandemic, as it turns its attention to restraining inflation. This so-called tapering of bond purchases has investors believing that interest rates hikes are next on the central bank's agenda in 2022. The sell-off also comes ahead of testimony by executives from 8 major cryptocurrency firms, including Coinbase CFO Alicia Haas and FTX trading CEO Sam Bankman-Fried before the U.S. House Financial Services Committee on December 8th. The hearing marks the first major players in the crypto markets will testify before U.S. lawmakers, and policymakers grapple with the implications of cryptocurrencies and how to best regulate them. Some crypto bulls, known for holding the investment long-term despite its tendency for wild swings, were making light of the Saturday slump, such as a tweet associated with Billy Marcus' account. One of the founders of Dogecoin, Doge US, minus 3.48%, which has become such a popular meme asset that has been duplicated by other tokens such as Shiba Inu, Shiba USD, minus 4.48. Investing in cryptocurrencies is essentially gambling, and there is no guarantee that your pay-in will go up in value. Cryptocurrencies are very high risk and speculative investments, with a limited track record and no underlying value. Cryptocurrencies are not regulated by British financial authorities. There is also no guarantee that you can convert assets back into cash, as it may depend on the demand and supply in the existing market. Some investments advertising high returns based on crypto assets may not be subject to regulation beyond anti money laundering requirements. Significant price volatility in crypto assets, combined with the inherent difficulties of valuing crypto assets reliably, places consumers at a high risk of losses. Consumers should consider the impact of fees on their investment, which may be more than those regulated investment products. Firms may also overstate the returns of products and understate the risks involved. And that's the end of our video. Make sure to hit the like button and do subscribe to my channel. We'll see you in the next one.